Hello, everybody. Welcome to Graded Point Live. I have to do the boomer way of looking at the chat because the chat is not loading in the thing. And hello, everybody. All right. How many people are in the chat? I don't care.
Four, I think. If they still there. No, three. My bad.
How many of them are us?
I was gonna say because I'm one of them.
I popped the chat out, so I don't have the video playing behind the thing. I don't want to lose any more frames than I already do. So
you gotta worry about your FPS, bruh.
Yeah. So tonight we're gonna go over a couple things. But the funniest thing we're gonna go over is this big guy right here, Mark Lombardi, his big old NPC face.
Mr. Social Justice Barbarian.
Yeah. Well, I saw that because full disclosure, I am blocked by Mark Lombardi, but as my co-host Cab pointed out to me, and realized that I am a fucking idiot. There's this thing called private windows that you can just go and look at these people's accounts.
That's one thing that kills me about especially people that make a big deal about blocking others. Like, oh, I just blocked 100 man babies today. It's like,
well,
if we really wanted to get at your shit, we just go private window. Mm-hmm. It's not that hard.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
Right.
If they think they're safe behind a block wall, that just means they're going to have juicier takes.
Mm-hmm. So we're going to let's look at his profile here.
Well, explain why he's the topic of the day.
He's the topic of the day because apparently he really has an obsession with children. And
oh my!
That's a little
specifically whose children?
That umbrella guy's kid.
Yeah, thank goodness for Cab right now.
Yeah.
It's at least Cab will ask the questions. Like these other two, especially Piper, she's just like, Like, no.
Isn't it obvious? I'm just here to laugh at everybody.
Yeah. So how did that make you feel?
But no, Umbrella. Basically, there's been some back and forth between him and Umbrella guy. By the way, he had blocked that Umbrella guy. He's a YouTuber. He had blocked him, and then he unblocked him to quote dunk on him, and then blocked him again.
What a pussy.
He's like, I'm gonna unblock him real quick, and then I'm gonna dunk on him. I'm gonna block him again, and I'll show
This
him.
is you can tell there's a guy that takes Twitter way too seriously.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So let's look at his profile. Husband geek, comic book promotions, social justice.
Okay, well, before you get into that, explain to him why this is related to comics, or explain to the audience why should we give a shit about this guy?
Who's the him?
Yeah, I was gonna say again.
Him is in the.
Thank goodness for.
Him is in the generic man on the street.
Okay.
The everyman.
The everyman. Okay. Yeah. So everyman. Here's what he is a comic book artist. He's done some.
Hey, it's
different.
Sporkable.
Huh?
I was saying, hey, it's Sporkable.
Oh, hello. Yeah, he does different projects, for the big, the big boys and stuff like that, and he's opinionated.
Oh, gee, a person that's in the inner circle of comic books being an opinionated douchebag.
Yeah, I know.
Wait, I wasn't paying attention. Can you repeat what?
I am not going to do that.
I was paying attention to the chat.
He does promotion for Shadowline.
Oh, okay. So he doesn't even do comic book promotion. He has a comic book adjacent job.
Oh God.
He's comics book adjacent.
Well, he's comic book industry adjacent there.
Well, he's where he has his own. What you were telling us about his Jesus book? That
that was somebody else. That was somebody else.
Oh, that was someone else's. I thought that was his.
That was that Richard Pace, who's also a piece of garbage. But
okay.
Yeah, we'll just talk about that. We'll talk about that book in a few minutes. Yeah, comic industry adjacent, exactly. But I'm going to read his profile because it's funny to me, and will you stop interrupting me, people? Husband, geek, comic book promotions, social justice, barbarian. I'm going to tell you guys, I'm intimidated by this guy.
Oh, man.
I'm scared.
Mark Lombardi, what is best in life?
Drinking soy and having a limitation.
Well,
of your wife's boyfriend.
And to be respectful of the women.
Yeah. He's child-free, so apparently he's scared of children.
As you should be. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
I really like the raises questions. Why would you need to put child-free in your Twitter bio? Like, why would that be an important thing to put there?
I mean, there's two reasons. Either he really, really hates children, or something else is going on. I'm not saying what.
His wife's son is not his.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
I'm going to look up if child-free is like... Y'all go on.
Is that code?
Right?
I got 50-50 on if he's just as small as Richard Pace and John Lehman. Both are like 5'3". Oh, yeah, he's definitely a fucking manlet. I can guarantee you that. Most manlets like spike their hair up to make themselves look taller.
Yeah, it gives them a nice inch and a half or so.
Yeah. So
no, he's doing the Todd Howard. No, I'm 6 foot.
Mm-hmm. He's afraid to do what you need to do to make children. He put child free after the fracas with Tug. So it was after that, huh? Okay.
Letting Tyrone put in the work on the old ball and chain while he lives the good life, is what you're saying.
Yeah. Oh, he's also a vegetarian, so that summed up the soy thing. We knew that.
That explains why he's 5'3".
Yeah. Blocks confiscators and trolls like Mutombo. Okay, let me tell you something about Dikembe Mutombo. Dikembe Mutombo was like 7 feet tall. And he was literally, his whole purpose of playing basketball was to block shots.
He was like fucking Yao Ming. Yao Ming's a terrible basketball player.
Yeah, he was just there to like be big.
He was just really tall.
Yeah, he was there to be big in the middle and like block shots. That's it.
Like in China, Yao Ming was pretty good, but like an average American, no.
I think you're getting Mutombo confused with Manute Bol. Their doctor.
Oh yeah,
Manute Bol.
Manute Bol was the guy that was
yeah.
He
was he was right around 7'2", something like that. But I mean, he had some scoring and stuff. But his primary job was to block shots.
There was no Shaq, is what I'm saying.
Oh no, he won't Shaq. I mean, Shaq, like whenever they played, Shaq just dominated his ass. It's like Shaq's like, I'm an actual big boy. I got like some heft and some muscle to me, and I'm just gonna like bully all over you.
Yeah.
I get dunked on, scrub.
Who are your picks for this upcoming season?
What?
We're just doing a comic book chat. We just start talking about sports all of a sudden.
Yeah, let's change it to how Roger Goodell's fucking NFL right now.
That's funny right there.
We could always talk about FBI crime statistics.
I got my race realist Thanos avatar rolling right now. So
so let's go through his timeline. Because he did say some things about the Umbrella Guy, right? But I just want to go through some of the stuff he like says and retweets in general, right? Because this is what I would like to call from now on, like we did the other week with a certain quote Hispanic gentleman.
You mean Mr. of the Rice?
Yeah. I have after some recent things that have happened, I've decided I'm not going to talk about him until he screws up again. For now, but I will still.
Which will be sometime tomorrow.
It'll be sometime tomorrow. Yeah. So, but for right now, he will be of the Rice. So look at his pinned tweet here on December 29th, 2018. So instead of spending time with his family, I got dunk on Comicsgate. Comicsgate is not a movement about a customer revolt. Comicsgate is a movement of revolting customers.
Still customers, bro.
See, the thing is, he was trying to be clever.
Yeah.
But he actually said the same thing.
He inadvertently made the same point. He was trying to... He's not exactly Brainiac over here.
Yeah, it's like if you're the one promoting for fucking for a comic book company, because I can see why the industry's dying.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's like, I'm a comics book promoter. Our industry's in the shitter right now. Wonder who's to blame for that one. I mean, to be fair, he doesn't exactly have the best product to like work with, but he's not helping himself with this shit.
Sporkle said, Shaq's hand is bigger than Mark Lombardi is tall.
Okay, I'm gonna stop searching the child-free thing. I'm pretty sure I'm on a couple of lists now, but
you're gonna be an FBI crime statistic at the before the show's
Yep.
over?
Oh yeah, sure. That's right. He did get the Shadowline Twitter account killed because he was acting like an idiot on the fucking account.
What? That's freaking awesome.
Oh, what was the Shadowline account?
The doctor seems to have more details than I do. But if I remember correctly, he was, saying some dumb shit on the account, on the actual official account.
Right.
And essentially, they shut it down.
Well, what I'm saying is, what
Shadowline?
What was it? What was Shadowline?
Shadowline's a comic book imprint.
Wasn't it
for who?
related to Image?
Yeah, it's within Image for. Yeah, it's
he ran that one.
He ran their account. Yeah, he ran their social media account into the ground, literally.
Within Image. Oh, okay, so he's a comic book murder that fucking folded companies.
Yeah. So living right.
Hold on. I just need to tell you this really quick, okay?
Okay.
27 human trafficking quotes to inspire you and your friends. What the fuck? Okay.
Piper, I just want to let you know that when the FBI comes, your kid's going to flip on you in a heartbeat.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
Yeah. She beat me with a hairdryer.
Told me I had bad credit.
That bitch is crazy.
Oh my god! I just looked at something. I just noticed something. Now, I am not disparaging anybody who has pets because I have pets. I love my dogs. But this guy is literally a cat daddy.
Who? Mark?
Yeah. Look at it here. I'm gonna.
Well, look at that sweater, dude. I mean, Jesus.
Oh yeah, but I'm just gonna pop this picture up here. You don't own pets. You share your life with them. We just had to say goodbye to. So, oh, he lost his pet. That's sad. I understand that, but still, look at this guy.
Oh, okay. I've seen that picture. Mm-hmm. That is one fugly cat. But you know how they say that like people resemble their pets or pets resemble their owners or whatever?
Yeah, he's got the same dour face, don't they? Like.
Right, they've got like the same like even his nose kind of looks like he's pressing it against a piece of glass or something. Mm-hmm. So.
Yeah.
Okay, not as squished.
Yeah. Here's what Doctor says: he went full spur against Confiscate using the Shadowline account and basically lost them so many followers they closed the account. That's a good. Yeah, I was like, oh, we don't need you, you man baby customers. Okay.
See, I'm not the only one that thinks so. He looks like his cat. Mm-hmm. His cat is kind of ugly, but I like Hannibal.
I mean, yeah, okay.
That is sad.
It felt bad that he lost his cat, but he's like, you can tell this is going back to Cab's theory that these people do not interact with human beings.
No,
I guarantee you, him and his wife just like have animals, and they don't like go out. And,
I bet you they've had more conversations with animals than with each other.
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah.
I mean, his wife could be a pain in the ass, so it might be warranted. I don't know, but
mm-hmm. Yeah, Taco is cute at least. Taco's a good cat, and plus, Spork. Hi, you have a family.
I guarantee you, Spork talks to the cat more than the family.
Well, I mean, if you've seen,
I would, dude. If I had kids and shit, and I had a dog, I would be hanging out with that fucking dog all day.
Yeah, that's true.
Get out of here. Go outside, kids. I want to see your shit.
Yeah, and then the dog was like, "Oh, look at you. You're so good boy."
It just be me and the dog, and I'll just pour some beer in his bowl, and then we'll just sit here watching Boomer TV or something.
Yeah, watching some sports ball. Doesn't matter what it is.
Sports ball.
Yeah,
no, I don't give a shit.
It's whoever, and you're like, oh well.
No, it's not even. It'd be worse than that. It'd be watching like fucking Florida State games from like 25 years ago.
Oh yeah, watching on ESPN Classic and shit like
that.
Yeah. You and the dog, and you're just sitting there. You're just chilling. You're just like, he's sitting next to you on.
And I'll just look over. I'll look over at the dog every once in a while and go, Bobby Bound's a goddamn genius.
Yeah. and he kind of looks up at you like and kind of gives that nod, even though he has no idea.
Yeah, he just looks up. Yeah, he just. Mm-hmm.
Yep, yeah, you're right. Yeah, but he's gonna be. You'll be in your big ass recliner because if you're a boomer, you gotta have a big ass recliner, right?
Shit, I wish I was a boomer.
No, I'm just saying, if you're a boomer, I'm just saying, you're a boomer. You got a big ass recliner, right? Okay. The dog is sitting right next to you, or in your lap, one or the other. Depending on the kind of dog. I mean, if it's a big dog, it's obviously going to sit in your lap because they don't know any better.
Yeah.
And you're just watching.
I'm big boy. I can take it.
Yeah, while your kids are just running around being idiots, you know.
Yeah, walking around fucking underwear and cowboy boots, putting mustard on everything. I don't care.
Okay, yeah. So
you're watching Boomer TV.
Jim Valentino is one of the image partners. Shadowline is Jim's studio company imprint. He was one of the original 7 and was the guy that ran Image for years. Now, no sane female would have anything to do with him. Yeah, no, I talked to my kids too. Spent the day driving with my son to Valley's Children, and he.
All right, so
yeah.
Did the smart guy actually get fired from Shadowline? Like, does Shadowline as an imprint gone?
No, it's still there.
Still around. They just don't run. They don't have a Twitter.
Yeah,
okay.
Gone.
Yeah, he was so. Did he get such an? It was basically like he tainted the social media account so badly that instead of trying just giving it to somebody else to run it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a. I know we don't have a huge audience, but if there's any like person that runs like social media for like a company or even if it's big or small, whatever, hand your account to a shit poster, not some fucking media guy.
Yeah.
Or social media a consultant.
Yeah.
Get some average shit poster and give him like a defined area where like don't say the N-word, kind of shit, right?
Right.
Let him run your account. You'll get 10,000 followers within a year.
Do what
and everybody would be like, this company is awesome.
do what Wendy's did.
Yeah, like or fucking my favorite one is Moon Pie.
Yeah, Moon Pie's good too. Steakums has a pretty good one too.
Steakum wilds out a lot. Steakum's pretty good, but Moon Pie is my favorite because it's so like it's like really depressing.
Yeah.
But it's also hilarious.
Wow.
Actually, I find Burger King unintentionally funny because they try so hard randomly. And it sucks so bad.
Yeah.
I just looked up Shadowline online. Their company is officially called Shadowline Inc. Inc. is spelled I-N-K.
Oh.
And their official website is a Tumblr.
Oh my god.
Really?
ShadowlineComics.tumblr.com.
Hey,
I am more legit than Shadowline.
They can't afford an actual domain.
Hey, Jim Valentino, what's going on there, big guy?
A domain that you could probably $50 a year.
Yeah, probably. Even a .net or they could do Shadowline.inc for Christ's sake.
They could do Shadowline.nk and get that North Korea one. Who fucking cares?
They don't have a real. Oh my god!
Oh man, the more we find out, just more it's like I said, and like I said, that's unrelated to Mark, but it's also like I bet this was one of his ideas. Hey guys.
Oh yeah, Tumblr. The kids love the Tumblr.
Yeah, use the Tumblr. People love Tumblr.
All the people that buy comics look at Tumblr. It's like no, only degenerate porn people and.
Well, they got kicked off Tumblr, so now there's
nobody.
Yeah,
it's just Steven Universe fan art, I guess.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Didn't they do that shit to like appease the China because they want to open up their shit to China, and China's like no porn.
Yeah.
So like okay, no porn.
I would say Jim just knows there's nobody competent enough in his company to not kamikaze a real website.
Maybe that's a good. He's taking a proactive stance against the spurgs that he knows are in his industry.
Yeah. He's like he's low key like. I think he's just low key like ruining their lives.
Maybe he's just trying to hit that Chinese market because there ain't nobody else on there.
Yeah, what if Jim's like low key red pilled?
Oh yeah,
and he's just like I'm trying to protect myself as best I can against these fucking people.
Yeah,
he's like one of those survivalists that knows he can't stop the incoming Holocaust.
So he's just
he's just trying to do the best he can to weather it.
So he's just doing a Schindler's List kind of thing right now. He's
he's just building his cabin in the fucking woods with 5,000 mortars.
I'm gonna say I like the what Spork said originally before she fixed it. It's like the Jello fellow kids meme. That would make more.
Look, I need to tell y'all.
Chill some Jello. Yeah, what's up?
That during this stream, I learned way more about human trafficking than I ever wanted to know.
Just because you looked up
child free? But I think now I'm safe.
Because you looked up child free?
Yeah.
Wow.
Are you ready to become what was that movie? The Sicario?
Oh yeah,
you gonna do that?
I didn't watch that movie.
Neither did I, but it's a fucking Carlton autism rip.
As far as I know, you can't DDoS a Tumblr and it costs nothing to maintain. Why are you? Just say that. You're right here. Why didn't you just?
What the fuck? I was looking at it, I was like, well, okay, well, no, wait, he's right here.
Every time I tried to do a bit, I was stepping on somebody.
Oh, just fucking do it. Who cares?
Oh, you just have to. That's what I have to do, or nobody will shut up.
Human trafficking is just a surprise permanent vacation. Guess
used to call everyone being shit.
With potential career opportunities.
Yeah,
you get like a nice farming job in America. It's great.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for the corporate shit post. No, but you're right, Cab. Like what you said earlier, get you a shit poster to run your social media. Like you said, define things like don't go out and like insult people or something like that, but just meme. You know, just have a good time.
Yeah, just post funny pictures and be like, aha, look at we're a relatable company. Look how goofy we are.
Look, for the first
people will like it.
After I officially took over the Greater Point 5 Twitter account, like what did I do for like the first like month? Every day.
Those dick pics?
No, not that's what you did.
Look, I can't help myself.
I just posted funny comic book meme pictures, like something making fun of Aquaman, or like Thor, like holding his hammer up, and he says, "Beast grasp my hammer," and Beast is like, "Oh." But I just did that, just kind of like build up a following of like, oh, these guys are funny kind of thing. So I'm looking at like, let's go back to his timeline here. He's retweeting people who are like quote tweeting SJW Spider-Man. And of course, here's a cat video, because why not?
Because cats.
And then we got.
Okay, well, get into like why he was doing like the Yellow Umbrella Man or whatever.
Well, why he's doing Yellow Umbrella Man.
I'm getting to that. It's just like had to go through this, and I'm just going to show this video. I'm going to let this video play on the thing where Ethan.
Hell yeah, that's a good video.
Fucking up these Roticos.
Yeah.
Like, and the thing is, like, look what SJW Spider-Man says. It's like digging through Ethan Van Sciver's videos. It's like going through evidence of a serial killer case. Worse, this comes from an hour-long video of him doing this. And it's like, what's funny about this is you're doing exactly what he wants you to do.
Not only, here's what's even funnier about this is that Ethan's actually making a living doing this.
Yeah.
He gets super chats and YouTube money because that's his job literally now since he kind of got exiled from DC.
Yeah.
The reason he does these fucking Star Wars videos and things like it's because that's his job.
Yeah.
It's not a hobby. He started doing that because a year and a half ago he probably got sort of like quietly pushed out of DC.
Oh God. He's just taking out multiple ones now.
1,000 ways to open a blister pack.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he had like a fucking crate of Rusticos. You gotta do something with them.
Yeah.
He's the only one buying them.
I mean, if you look at the price tag too, they're like 99 cents. So it's not like he was like spending a bunch of money on these things.
Yeah.
Oh no, he bought every one of them on clearance.
Yeah.
That's why he bought like 50 of them.
Yeah.
Hope he saves.
And he's like driving them. He's driving over him with his fucking SUV.
Oh look, now he's like looking at it.
Oh.
The final
Cut
scene.
the head off.
No, you see the final
We're
scene.
sitting here playing his video and laughing.
When you see the final scene, it's fucking great.
Yeah.
I hope he saves some for the summer. 4th of July.
He literally looks.
Oh
at
no!
it.
With the new Star Wars movie, there'll be more Rose Ticos that no one buys. He'll go out and pick those up.
He literally looks at it. He takes one out of the package. He looks at it like, maybe I won't do it, and he just tosses it.
You are safe. Next.
Did he also set up like a shrine, Rose Tico shrine?
Yeah, at one point, yeah.
I would if I had like a big ass office, like I would totally do shit like that.
Nobody would, even human traffic Mark. Yeah, no, nobody would. Yeah, that's like okay. I have been added by Matanui. I feel like I misheard you because it sounded like you said we're going to be friends with goats. I mean, why wouldn't we?
Goats are good people.
Yeah, goats they're cool, man.
They never hurt anyone.
Yeah,
I mean, you don't.
Goats are awesome.
They jump around.
They're funny.
They jump around, like do stupid shit. They'll ram you in the knee.
Defy gravity.
So Ethan really needs to incorporate power tools in his videos, but there's no Toys R Us for him to buy on clearance. You just go to Walmart or Target.
Ollie's or something like that. Yeah.
Plus, Toys R Us is on clearance.
What we need to do
Damn dog.
is we need to go to eBay and find an old set of cool tools and send those to Ethan.
We all know that that character only has any popularity because UVS went insane.
Yeah, that's the thing. The fan base that Rose Tico has is ironic fan base. No one actually likes Rose. It's just all look at.
I mean, he's got a story. I mean, a shirt on Crypto Fashion called Tico, a Star Wars story.
Walmart has masses. Yeah, like I haven't been to a Walmart in a while because I just haven't really gone anywhere except the grocery store. But last time I was there, for just shits and giggles, I just walked into like the toy area. Not only is that the most depressing thing I've ever seen, just in general.
Yeah.
But the amount of Star Wars shit still on the shelves, all fucking full. Mm-hmm. Same with the Marvel stuff, because I guess they have like some kind of deal where they get better positioning in the store and better like signs and shit.
Yeah.
At this point, there's pretty much a Star Wars aisle, and
that's what it was. It was all completely stocked. And then you go to like where baseball shit is, like bats or Lego things. It was stuff was missing because people had bought it, but not the Star Wars. It was completely full. It looked like it had, and there was dust on shit.
Yes, mine too.
That's how long it's been there. It's been there like several weeks, just sitting there.
Okay, now we're getting into his hot tub takes. Oh, by the way, for somebody who's like in the industry and supposedly popular, he doesn't get very much engagement.
Yeah.
Yeah, looking at his.
I get more engagement than this person. I haven't done anything yet.
I get more engagement, and I literally don't exist, according to our fan base.
Good. You just sit there and not exist, bitch.
Dude, I could literally go on Twitter and call Renfamous a hackneyed dumbass, and nothing would happen because they don't think I exist. It's so hilarious.
Well, yeah. Well, no. Here's a part of the thing. What people do, like especially those sorts of people, they'll check your follower account, and if you don't have a certain amount, they won't engage in you because then you're not big enough for them to worry about.
Right.
You're a bot.
And if you're like not connected to anyone, like even if you have a small, like if you were connected to Ethan, like if you knew him or something through work or some bullshit like that, then they would go after you. But because you're just like kind of no one, just sort of out there, they don't. But if there's a specific characteristic, especially if like you're a chick or have a lot of followers or something like that, or well-known like YouTube personalities like the Umbrella Man, then they'll go after you because it sort of earns them like social justice cred.
Yeah, it gets them more attention too.
What was so funny is like they spent 2.5 hours, a few weeks ago, listening to me and Piper talk about the dumb shit they do, right? All they talked about was Piper.
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't there.
Well, they insisted that Graded Point 5 is my her
little YouTube channel and her website.
Yeah. My YouTube, and that everything I do is just to get attention to my YouTube. And I'm like, my YouTube's collecting dust because I'm busy.
Okay.
This ain't my YouTube.
Here's what's funny. A lot of the folks that are in here were listening to that chat, right? She claimed that Piper and I spent 2.5 hours talking about her looks and her family.
Yeah, it was Piper and some dude that mumbles.
Mumbles incoherently or something.
Yeah, it was like Piper's show, and Piper did this and this and this, and some dude that was mumbling when reading stuff for her.
Granted, I at the time, my mic was like doing that shit where it was like auto.
Yeah, for the first few episodes, your mic was terrible.
Yeah, it was like auto going down in volume because I found out it was Discord doing it, and so I just turned that shit off on Discord. But like I said, they say we spent 1.5 hours talking about her looks and her family, and I'm thinking the only time we mentioned anything about her looks or her family was 30 seconds where somebody mentioned it in the chat.
Her eyebrows. Her husband must have an eyebrow fetish.
Yeah, her husband must have an eyebrow fetish. That was it.
We read it out loud and had a giggle.
Yeah, that was it.
The doctor says, Piper hires all you to show up here, right? Yeah, she pays us in tip picks, by the way. Putting that out there.
Yeah.
True story.
Yeah.
It's literally true, yeah.
And Xavier's over here.
It's actually a true story.
Yeah, but Xavier's over here. Wait a damn minute. What?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Poor Xavier.
Yeah.
Maybe next
Trader
time.
in the chat. That's He's the guy who does the
Giving me a lot to think about.
He does the work for the Indie-crons. And hopefully we'll be
You mean the Comicsgate-crons?
the indie with the hard IE.
Hard IE.
Yeah.
Fucking John Luke was great last week.
Yeah. That was fun.
That guy's hilarious.
Yeah.
Usually foreigners are kind of like hit or miss, but he was definitely the hit.
Yeah, he was hitting it. Yeah, because
comic book statistics.
He was he was too spicy for a War Campaign, even though he was on War Campaign this weekend.
Back on.
Funny thing, just to mention it, the other week, anybody I know, there's different opinions about the War Campaign. I understand that, but Piper got to check them out for the first time last week.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I picked
heard...
the best stream to freaking finally get a chance to check them out.
Never,
because I didn't know what they were, because I kept hearing like they're evil, they're just kidding, and this and that, and I was like, well, if there's drama, then I just don't want to touch it, kind of thing. Mm-hmm. But I decided to go ahead and sit on it and watch a stream.
Yeah,
and I picked the best one.
Why was it the best one?
Well, because they became the love campaign because they were making peace. And they talked about like, we are
Rogue got like beyond.
So he got
blazed.
Beyond stoned. Yeah, he was fucking
yeah, dude, and, blazed as fuck, and Piper, trying to interview Crystal.
Did was his beard in the fucking because he's got a pretty nice beard. I'll give him that.
Oh, he does. Like I don't really like facial hair very much.
Yeah, but
to me it's gross, but his is not. Yeah,
he's got a nicely sculpted beard.
Yeah, when you take good care of your facial hairs, sometimes it's handsome instead of gross.
Give you an example, Cab. To give you an example of what happened. At one point, he showed like one, piece, some of his marijuana. He's like, hey, look at that, right? And they're, oh, that's nice, And I put in there, and I added him, and I said like, somebody needs to call the ATF. And he said, "No, I'm in Canada, bro. Everything's fine."
All right, I pledge for our Greater Point Live when we reach 1,000 subscribers. Mm-hmm. I will do cocaine stream.
Are you just going to do coke and?
Yeah, I'm going to live stream me snorting cocaine.
Well, do it
right on stream.
That'd be great.
I'm gonna do it right now. Actually, hold on.
Well, wait a minute.
If we hit 1,000 subscribers on this channel instead of my channel, then I'll actually use the camera.
Oh shit!
Oh, you might have to reformat the stream though, then, huh?
I don't know.
18 up only.
I mean, you're supposed to be able to use the camera in Discord, but I ain't figured that shit out yet.
Yeah, I just forgot that this isn't Hangouts.
Whatever.
Hangouts sucked.
No, mess. Yeah, Doc says mess stream. No, that's 1,500 followers. That's when I become true Florida man and I'll fucking wild out.
By the way, Florida man almost ran me off the road again today.
Because he was, were you like a literal Florida man?
Well, he had Florida tags, so.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, then you need to like drive better, old man.
Anyway, let's get back to what we're talking about. Before I lose my fucking mind. Okay. Comicsgate thinks rape accusations are bad, but have no problem throwing them around. I wonder if a good lawyer is out there looking for a slam dunk. Now, this is what he tried to do, because I'll put the thing up here. Umbrella Guy tweeted, Twitter hot takes. False rape accusations don't ruin a man's reputation. No, they ruin the person's life. But ruining lives is not what we're trying to prevent. Holy shit. It's basically, it was like quoting a thing where it's saying like, it ruins a man's reputation. No, it doesn't. They still have friends and family and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what?
Not if you're these people.
Right. Yeah.
Because these people don't have friends or family. They just have people they know in the industry, which they'll turn on each other at a fucking dime.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
so here's where you tried to say that Tug was accusing him of rape, right? And so, Tug, like, quote tweeting him. He says, I don't know how, and the guy says, this is what Lombardi says. Of course you want me to leave you on block. What else do you have in your life but making sad videos about other people who you're jealous of? We're jealous of Mark Lombardi here, guys, just to let you know.
I'm jealous of that fucking sweater. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, that's a good sweater. And he goes, I don't know. How about a career where I don't have to railroad my peers into picketing wrong thinkers, pros, and artists or businesses, or else? a beautiful wife, a darling little girl. But yeah, I'm sure you're fulfilled screeching about businesses you got to bring down and pros you hate because voting. Because you voted wrong. That's the whole thing. Everybody voted wrong, right?
That's sort of like the funny part is like not the genesis of this, but sort of where it got going was because Ethan voted for Trump.
Yeah. How dare
That's where a lot of this rolls from.
Not only did he vote for Trump, but like had a good good joke.
Well, he shit posted on it for election night, which I mean, like, let's be real, we all did.
Yeah, basically making fun.
That was a magical fucking night.
Yeah, making fun of everybody who was like, "Oh, he'll never be president," and it's like
that was
I
remember that
crying
night.
at the Clinton campaign party.
Yeah, that was good. That was funny.
That was good.
And so that all started, and this person said, "Hasn't he been accused of rape?" Okay, that was not Tug saying that. That was somebody asking the question.
All right, it was someone responding to his.
And then the guy says, "Is there info about that?" And Tug says, "I never heard that at all. He has plenty of mockable stuff without that drum beat, unless there is legit proof." And the guy responded, honest, thought he was one of those accused of it recently. I could be wrong, hence the question. So he's saying that's a rape accusation. Where Tug basically went out of his way. I ain't heard that.
Yeah, I think they were talking about that era Esquivel. That's what he meant.
Yeah, I think he was confused with Esquivel.
Because honestly, all these dudes sort of kind of blend together to me too. Like you can throw out names like that's why I have to ask and that's why I ask the questions because legit I don't remember, and also I guarantee you people listening don't remember because there's so many these nobodies that somehow. Every fucking comic book pro retweets and knows these guys, but you've never heard of them for some reason. Yeah. You just can't keep them straight.
They look similar. They dress similar. They talk similar. They sound similar.
Yep. Yeah, that's why we made that fucking NPC picture of the guy.
Yeah, in case you guys forgot, there it is. Just to put it back up there.
Yeah, don't. It's my art. It took me 3 whole minutes to do that.
He 10,000 hours in Paint
in Clip Studio Pro.
Clip Studio Pro, yeah. And of course, he retweets. Got to dunk on Ann Coulter. Now here's where he started talking about Tug's kid, right?
This is the dick and balls of what you were talking about earlier.
Yeah, I'm guessing. The person said, "I'm guessing you don't have kids, right?" I don't know any respectable person with kids who uses them to one-up someone else in an argument. And then he goes, imagine having to explain to your daughter why you always went on Ethan Van Sciver's YouTube channel when pictures of him wearing a Nazi uniform get spread around from just the couple dozen people who've seen them.
Not only is that long-winded,
citation,
but like, what?
Yeah, here it doesn't make any sense. Let me back up real quick.
Like, okay, hey daughter, I was on this stream back in the day. There, done.
No, here's the thing. He says, imagine having to explain to your daughter why you always went on Ethan Van Sciver's YouTube channel when the pictures of him wearing a Nazi uniform get spread around from just a couple dozen people who've seen them. Mm-hmm. Now, how the fuck would this guy know that Ethan was parading around in a damn Nazi uniform? Yeah. Why would he need to explain it to his daughter?
Yeah.
And not only that, there's no picture. Yeah. I guarantee you these pictures do not exist.
Yep.
And if they do, it's probably like at a fucking Halloween party, which who cares? It's Halloween. You're supposed to dress up as stupid shit.
I mean, one Halloween fucking Ethan dressed up as Elmo.
That's worse than Nazis.
Well, he did it like because his daughter was like, she wanted to go. Was one of the other Sesame Street characters, so he went as Elmo. And the thing is, he bought a full-sized fucking Elmo costume.
Are we trying to say Ethan might be a furry? Ethan, what's going on, big guy? You need to come on the stream and explain yourself.
Yeah, I don't know if I would. I don't think we'll go that far.
I'm saying right now, Ethan Van Sciver is a Nazi furry. Boom.
Nazi furry, got him.
Now we're starting drama with Ethan.
It has started a account called Elmo Van Sciver.
Yeah, Elmo Van Sciver.
Yeah, he'll go on people's streams and talk in the Elmo voice.
Oh God,
nails it too.
Yeah.
Here's just a general observation about this stuff.
Yeah.
This is the difference between the Comicsgate people and the non-Comicsgate people. Mm-hmm. Comicsgate people will make fun of themselves, and they'll let other people make fun of you, and they'll be in on the joke. They're like, that's funny.
Yeah.
Like Ethan, Uncle Ethan, he's our Sunbeam. Oh, he's Elmo Van Scott. You know, that kind of stupid shit.
He's also he also like
dumb boomer.
They can take a goddamn joke.
Yeah.
And they like making goddamn jokes.
Kind of like, was it Doug TeNapel? The guy says he doesn't wash his hands or brush his teeth, and so he's called Dirtworm Doug. So.
Yeah. You say that's the thing with like regular people that these social justice types don't understand is that when you admit to things like that, you get made fun of. Like I've admitted to the lads that I fucking threw my back out sneezing one time. And I was only like 31 years old at the time. Yeah. It was a few years ago.
I mean, I told you one time.
That's how I'm old man boomer shit now. Yeah. Even though I'm like late Gen X kind of thing.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm both, I think, be Gen X. But y'all keep calling me a boomer anyway because I'm dumb.
The whole boomer thing is just like... the joke is like we've gotten to that age where we don't, but me and Cap especially, but we don't have kids and stuff. But usually we would, and that's the age where we start fucking with our children.
Yeah,
as in
we're supposed to be having our big house with our lawn and our Camaro in the driveway, sipping on our Budweiser
or a Monster.
Yeah, well, Monsters in this day and age. Yeah,
and
then
to piss off
neither of
kids,
us have any of that shit. So
the kids who've been playing like video games all night, while we're trying to sleep, we get up at like 8 o'clock in the morning on Saturday and start cutting the grass right up front of the window.
While they're listening to their Gucci Mane and shit, we're gonna pump out some like 311 real loud at them or something, or fucking Pearl Jam.
Yeah, it's kind of like, for example, like we'll be hanging out in our Discord, and Cab and I will usually we're pulling up, sometimes we'll pull up shit from the 80s, right? And the younger lads will be like, "Why do you keep putting shit from the 80s?" And what do we say? Because the 80s were rad.
Because the 80s were fucking rad.
Yeah.
That's
right?
Literally the only reason why you would pull anything up from the 80s.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
for using the word rad unironically.
That's the thing too, is that I get shit because I say shit's rad, and it's like, oh, it's this grandpa speak. It's like, dude, what? But apparently it is.
It's kind of like when a certain mad lad that we knew who remember I am not a robot, and then the response was, "But robots are sick though."
You mean the one man blue man group over there?
Yeah. So, not to get in too much into that, but yeah, that was,
that's
see. Here's the thing: all these like NPCs, right? I think you will all agree with this. Nothing they say, nothing they do, nothing they try to quote get us on will matter because it doesn't. I don't care.
Yeah, like you retweeted a picture with a Nazi Pepe. It's like, yeah, so what?
Yeah,
it was a funny picture. I don't.
If you see the stuff that we, like me and Cab and a few other of our friends, the stuff we say to each other, you would think.
It's infinite. Yeah, it's infinitely worse.
If it was like it was NPCs, they would think that these people actually hate each other because they don't get context.
Yeah,
right?
I got this where one of my old jobs when I was working with a real life friend, and we just banter because that's how friends do.
Yeah,
and it was obviously a woman, a younger one too.
Yeah,
she goes, "The way you guys talk to each other, I would think you hate each other."
Yeah, no, like no, man, he's my boy.
And it's like, no, that's just that's how guys talk.
Yeah.
Especially if you're old. Like, I guess the modern crop of dudes, they're teach them not to do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you got to respect people's feelings and, fuck off.
I think this gives you an example. Give you an example. One time, this is when on one of Cab's old accounts, he was just talking about something, and then somebody, I forgot who it was. It might have been Turbo, our friend Turbo, called him and I'm not going to say it here because it could get us kicked off YouTube, but he called him a homosexual.
Yeah, with a hard F.
With a hard F. And Cab's response was, "Damn, man." See, I laughed my ass off because I knew he was laughing his ass off when he wrote that because he knew it was going to be funny as shit.
Yeah, I think it was probably like, usually I'll give "damn dog."
Yeah, but that time you just went, "Damn, man."
Yeah.
It's either damn dog or damn man. It's like one of
But like, to get back to the point, was that the social justice types, they don't engage in banter. They don't talk to each other like fucking people, like I explained before.
Yeah.
They, every time it has to be, oh, you're valid, your feelings matter. Mm-hmm. Oh, you're a real person. It's like, okay, good for you. I mean, wow, you're sad over something. Get the fuck over it. That's everyone's sad about.
Have any real bonds or have any real
exactly. It's all superficial, and it's all, the thing is, it's all networking. It's all to get better positions, either social positions like good boy points on the internet, or jobs.
Now
that's it. They don't have real friendships.
And here's the funny thing. Like I said, you saw like what we talk about behind the scenes. We dunk on each other. We banter. We go at each other. Blah blah blah. I mean, I called our friend Caleb a fucking Ethiopian the other week because he lives in Venezuela.
I call him a pasta mancer because he's half Italian.
Yeah.
And he calls himself a daywalker because the whole Italians are black.
When Caleb's in chat, I constantly talk about all the food I'm eating.
Yeah, exactly.
I just remembered that I have to pee. I'll be back.
Yeah, oh God.
Thank you.
Didn't we tell her like an hour ago that she could like just go?
Yeah, just go take a piss. It's not a problem.
All right, go do what you got to do. But here's the best part about like when you have a group of friends like we do. It's okay for us to banter on each other, right? But as soon as somebody like like a Mark Lombardi comes in, I hope he has insurance.
Yeah. Oh well, no. Yeah. Like the thing is, he can say whatever he wants, but he's gonna get shit posted at.
That's what I'm saying. And it's not like we're doing it for any defend our for anything. Because like, oh look, they don't.
No.
Now we're gonna make fun of him.
Yeah. No. If Mark could come and say like something really funny shit, it'd be like, I would retweet it, be like, he got you, bitch.
Exactly. Yeah.
You'll literally never recover. Go sit down. Close your account out right now.
Yeah. Exactly.
But the thing is, these guys are not remote. They have no sense of humor. They have no sense of awareness.
Yeah.
Or self-awareness, and they're just that's why the NPC meme is so true. They're not real people.
Yeah, they have literally made themselves into robots somehow, and
they've turned themselves basically good little consumers that consume their tech product from Zuckerberg and fucking Morsi. Not Morsi. Is it Jack Morsi?
Sounds right.
The Twitter guy. Dorsey.
Yeah.
I'm thinking fucking the Smiths over here. This is
it's like
80s boomer.
I mean, did you see that tweet I made about Dorsey the other day? Now, granted, I did kind of screw up a little bit, considering what he was talking about, right? Because he said something like, and this is just like typical boomer, not boomer, but millennial dumb shit. He's all like, I went on a fast, partial fast today, and only ate dinner.
He was talking about how his his senses were different and how his like reality kind of warped, and it's like because you're dehydrated, you dickhead.
Yeah, I said you're dehydrated. Go to the doctor.
That's called like this is how like ancient Indian, or not ancient Indian, but American Indians, they would like their spirit because you were out in the fucking desert when it was 110 degrees, not eating anything,
eating or drinking. Like, so of course you're gonna see.
Like shit. I mean,
I would see my ancestors too. For God's sake.
Yeah, this isn't mystical stuff. This is you dying. Your body's shutting down, dickhead.
What are you doing? You're fucking up. Get out of here.
Yeah, that's what they should have. Like a coyote just walks up and says, "Go get a water, dude."
Yeah, sunstroke.
Exactly. That's basically it. That's what Indians suffer from. They base their religion around. Funny.
But no, like I said, and granted, I misunderstood what water fast meant. Water fast means they just drank water that day, which that's understandable. But
but the thing is, you still need the food and everything. It's still not dehydration necessarily, but it's
you're lacking basic nutrients and things.
It's your blood sugar fucking up because water has none. You have to have sugar.
Well, I'm guessing Piper's back.
Yeah.
Sorry. Goddamn.
Maybe she brought her phone to the toilet and
That'd be funny, but it wouldn't be that loud.
Yeah, so here's him again, talking about dumb shit. It's like, and this is one of those where I'm gonna keep tweeting, but it doesn't make any sense by itself, Because this whole thing started because Umbrella Guy said "re" in a post, and they said, that's ableist. How dare you? And so Umbrella Guy's he said, okay, well, I can play this game. So he went and looked up what are ableist terms, right? And ableist terms could be crazy, lame, stupid. And so he went through their tweets and found all the examples of them saying stupid, lame, idiot,
yeah,
et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You know,
the fuck.
And so
he's got some free time.
So he goes this. He says, I mean, this once again. He goes like, so you're offended by Ree, but 5-year-old kids are fair game, huh, Mark? He said, a little kid that enjoys telling stories online. Because that's one thing. Like if you listen to like one of Tug's live streams, sometimes his kid will come in and like tell a story, right?
Aww. And
you know, it's just it's freaking 5-year-old just telling, you know, it's like a made up story, and it's like you're never gonna get to the end. Because it gets to a point, it's like, oh well, you know, okay, bye, kind of thing, you know. Like there was this princess, and you know she did some things, and there was a guy, there was this dude, and you know he saved her life, and okay, bye, you know.
What a cliffhanger! Damn.
I was like, damn, that's better than some of the shit that Marvel's putting out.
I was about to say that Marvel needs to snap that up.
Yeah, like I got your next big thing here. So he goes, oh, come off it. You use your daughter like you use Samedi. They're shields for you. You should be a better example for that kid and stop making so much bullshit. You don't have any idea about how to be an example for a child. Shut the fuck up.
Right? He's so child free. He needed to put it in his Twitter profile. He is very proud of being child free and possibly a sex offender. I couldn't figure it out. But
is this another classic example of a person without kids telling a person with kids how to raise their damn kids?
Mm-hmm.
But the thing that kills me about this particular tweet is, isn't he the one that brought his daughter into it in the first place?
Yeah.
He's the one that brought her up. And now he's going, oh, you're using her as a shield.
My
the
man.
Fucking one that brought her up? What the fuck?
My guy.
What the
My
fuck?
broski.
This guy comes off as Ben Stiller in Dodgeball.
So Ben Stiller could be funny.
Total face and fluid.
Except Ben Stiller Dodgeball is funny.
Yeah.
This guy's not.
And here we go.
Really
Once again, we said, you cited yourself with an artist who owned and may still own a Nazi uniform, and another who just so happened to be in Charlottesville by accident. I'm confident in my life, my choices, and my line of friends and allies. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to delete friends. They're not your fucking friends.
They're not your friends. As long if you all of a sudden said maybe Trump didn't say such a stupid thing this time, then all of a sudden you're blacklisted. You're gone, dude.
Yeah. Come on. Yeah, let's pretend.
Your friends will fucking jettison you like it was.
You are a convenience.
Yeah. I don't know why anymore though. That's the thing. He can't even run fucking nothing imprint account without fucking nosediving into the ground like he did.
Yeah, so good job there, big guy. And like you said, and even if Ethan did own like a quote Nazi uniform, it was probably a costume for a costume party. It's like they act like he's out there fucking goose stepping down in New Jersey.
Yeah, like if they had pictures of him at like the German American Bund in 1939 before World War II started, like, and he was saluted the Nazi flag where what that Fritz Kuhn guy was speaking. Okay, that's bad. But that's not what...
Put it in context. It's, probably makes more sense. Like, there's thousands of cosplayers that have variations of Nazi uniforms because there happens to be characters in stuff that are Nazis that they are cosplaying.
Isn't the entire anime genre just basically Japanese Nazis?
Yeah.
Kinda.
There's definitely a lot of them.
But here's something that Tug said. I'm just putting this up on the screen. It's like, and hear this one out. We're individuals that do what we want. We agree on one thing, though. We don't kowtow to folks like yourself who would quite literally try to destroy life and livelihood while snaking behind terms like, quote, spreading hate because you can't stand standards. Obviously, couldn't stand standards because he ran that fucking... Now, here's the funny thing.
Yeah.
You're no individual. You're random YouTuber number 17 who doesn't have any talent, so you clip other people's words to make yourself seem edgy. You're a dime store copycat of the National Enquirer that someone used to cover a mound of dog shit. Wait a minute. The NPC?
He's calling someone else an NPC?
Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Yeah.
Not only that, it's like that whole rant was like the lamest shit I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could have just said NPC.
You know what a lot of this I don't know if anyone's like ever read like Russian novels like Tolstoy and things like that.
Yeah.
The characters in those kinds of books, they talk in these long ass weird monologues. Like
long-winded monologues that people don't normally do.
No, that's like a characteristic of like old Russian like literature.
Mm-hmm.
It's all epic, words and fancy and this and that. It's like Gone with the Wind, that kind of shit where they just speaking for 10 minutes or something.
Yeah,
that's what these guys do. But like they try to do it on Twitter and it doesn't work because you don't have as many words. Plus, you're not very interesting or smart, so the words you use usually either wrong or not, fancy. And then they can't even make a fucking point.
Now here's where it got weird. Let me bring this tweet up. Okay, so he goes, Tug calls him out, says, spreading hate speech now, Mark. That's now Samedi's crime. You're a piece of work. No wonder people in the industry are afraid to say in public what they say to people like me when they message about gatekeeping POSs like you. Try to encourage professionalism. Nope, spreading hate. And it says, show me one example of me attempting to deplatform Peter Samedi. You can't, and you know it. You just say shit you know isn't true, and then you record a crappy video about it where you sound like droopy dog covered in grits. Wow.
No, there's no evidence. They just had Mark Wade call up the fucking company and like block people's contracts or do other shady shit behind the scenes to keep people from selling their books.
Yeah. So, and then his response to that, he quote tweeted the whole thing, and he says, you wouldn't know about professionalism if you begged your 5-year-old daughter to sit on your lap while recording another Comicsgate video for clicks, and then made up stories about getting doxxed for pity dollars. You're the most pathetic of the CG breed. Why did you bring his daughter into this?
I was gonna say he just brought her in again.
Yeah, this is in descending order. Like this is like probably the first existence of him.
Yeah, I mean it's getting a little creepy, man. Mm-hmm. Chill.
Dude, it's so fucking weird. He's the one that keeps bringing her up and bring her up and then go, well, why are you bringing her up?
Yeah. Here you go. My man says, that got really creepy really fast, bro. And he goes, thanks for, and his big comeback. You ready? Thanks for the advice, sock puppy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, that's epic on there, dude.
Man, you're on.
See, Doctor, Antarctic, I know that's two different things.
Advice, what the fuck? Like, it's just a statement.
Yeah. Understand that when we bring up other things, we're tying things together. We're not saying that he did what he did that.
No,
we understand that they shat on Alterna because they had a social media policy of promote your book, don't be a dick.
Yeah, I'm saying what I'm saying is that these guys, what they do is they'll be like, oh, prove that we're doing this. And it's like, well, you're doing it all behind the scenes, and they can't say it publicly because then the people that know will get fucking fired or blacklisted from the social circles that you guys have created.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a whole like shady, like I guess you like a sort of like shadow war kind of thing going on, where there's things going on, but people can't say it because they're afraid.
Exactly. They keep mixing the two up during the harassment pileup. I'm confused.
Dude.
Not mixing them up. We were just like saying.
No,
like,
there was some people talking to Peter Samedi and Alterna as if it was
the Antarctic press. Yeah, that's what at the very. I remember confusing at the very beginning. Because I would confuse Antarctic and Alterna, but I understand the difference now.
Yeah.
I know some other people, and I know that I've seen Peter like randomly retweeting stuff where he's going, I'm Alterna, not Antarctic. Like he has a lot.
Poor fellow. I feel sorry for that guy because during that whole thing, just where hey, I just want this creator. Hey guys, I mean it was literally a hey guys, can you act like professionals on your Twitter accounts?
That's the fucking amazing thing about that is like, hey guys, can you just promote your comic books and try to be generally nice on social media to your customers?
I mean, and
then fucking dudes flip their shit.
Yeah, and don't use block bots. But if you have to block somebody, go ahead. Just don't.
Yeah, if someone's calling you like "f you fag," you fucking then okay, sure, whatever, block them. Okay.
Mm-hmm. They did.
Speaking of Antarctic.
A newsprint line today, so he might be jumping on Peter's bandwagon. I mean, honestly, the more
well, here's Alterna's like small beans, but they're like apparently successful. So you might as well.
They're big small beans.
They're actually growing. So you might as well try to copy some of the shit they're doing because it's obviously working. And you may not be making millions of dollars, but they're something.
And the Alterna books I picked up, that whole. I've heard this, thing from these artists like, oh, you can't really do our art on newsprint. Well, it doesn't really matter. Like,
bullshit.
It's all about how it's printed, right?
Yeah.
And so that whole like, oh, you can't do newsprint. No, that's just stupid. Get the fuck out of here. You just want to make it like your shit don't stink, kind of thing.
Yeah, no, they think they're beneath putting on newsprint. It's like, no, you can do art fine on newsprint. Just stop making shit art.
I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Marvel would save a ton of money and make money if they put their individual issues out in newsprint, and then when they went to trade, put it on the higher quality paper.
Yeah, then you put it on the nice fancy.
Yeah. Or you pick out like 2 or 3 comics to make it like your main line, like your X-Men, your Spider-Mans. Make those the fancy print, and then everyone else, Squirrel Girl and shit like that, they get the newsprint.
Yeah, they had those under the underneath comics, as I call them, the ones that are not the big mainstream ones. They have to earn their spot. They have to earn the good print.
Yeah, if Squirrel Girl can pull 100,000 copies a month all of a sudden, then then they get the fancy shit. But then they get the cover price like $3 or $4. But
but until they do that,
Yeah, until they do that, no, you're like $2 at the most for your newsprint. Fucking Marvel Girl or whatever the hell.
Yeah, it's like Seth said about alternative professionalism, neutrality, price point, art, storytelling. Oh, and the fact that he does support local comic shops. He's like, yes. Yep. He in the back of their books, every in the back of every book, it has a list of comic shops in each state that carries alternative comics.
Dude, I remember he posted. It was an email he got because he sends out like it was for Christmas, sort of an end of the year kind of. Yeah. He sent out like a mailing list that all of his the local comic book shops that like sell shit. Mm-hmm. He's like, "Thank you for stocking. I hope to do business with you more during kind of just a generic, nice, corporate kind of thing." Yeah. And he gets an email back from one of the guys saying, "I don't support your hate group, and I won't be selling your shit." And I told Peter, I go, I don't think you have to worry about doing business with this guy next year because he probably won't be in business.
Yeah.
And fucking, I think he retweeted
it. See, he's also
or at least liked it.
He's also trying to do direct distribution now to comic book shops instead of going through Diamond.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a smart move. Besides Diamond, if you can get Diamond out of the picture of this shit, that'll clear up a lot of the problems.
Yeah.
When you don't deal with a mob, suddenly you make more money.
Yeah. Weird how business works better when the mafia is not involved. Fucking crazy.
People are gonna be like, who didn't see that episode or be like, what are you talking about? I was like, no, we figured out.
Yeah,
we've pretty much figured that Diamond Comics is basically a mafia wreck.
Yeah. What's his name? Stephen
Geppy.
Geppy. Yeah.
Geppy.
Who
he's literally a mob boss
who has attended Halloween parties as the Godfather.
As the Godfather,
even better.
He literally looks like a scene from The Sopranos where all the mafia heads are sitting around talking, about business, and he's one of the extras.
Yeah,
he looks like an extra, like mafia head boss.
Yeah.
And he runs his business exactly like that shit. So.
And also the fact, remember, the one woman who had a comic book shop, and they said, yeah, we didn't sign up for the thing, but they'd fill out the paperwork in case we wanted to. Next thing you knew, we were signed up with it.
Yeah, they force people into businesses that they didn't. Yeah, it's
suddenly
Diamond is shady as fuck.
Suddenly I owe Diamond thousands of dollars, even though I didn't sign the.
Yeah, I didn't agree to anything, and then
yeah.
When they acknowledged that, you're not supposed to be on this, you still had to pay the fee to get off it.
Yeah. Let's I want to read this is from Mega Man. Okay. Mark blocked this guy immediately.
Yeah.
Mark, it sounds like you're a little too easy with talking about children in inappropriate situations. Perhaps you should seek help or counseling before your obsession with children lands you in prison. Your future cellmates won't take too kindly towards your fetishes.
That's just sound advice. I mean,
yeah, it's like
he's trying to do the guy solid, man. He blocks him. What a dickhead.
I mean, like I said, for somebody who's who thinks he's so important, he gets like no engagement hardly on his fucking tweet.
Yeah.
That's all these people, man. Like I could, if I guarantee you, if I got an account from one of these like little comic book people, whatever, I could grow it in 6 months, no problem.
It's like, I don't have to pretend to be outraged. I'm consistent in my feelings for what losers you and your Comicsgate brethren are. You're all beginning to recognize your insignificance. The fractures are already developing. War Campaign, Nurkish, JDA/Fox. Comicsgate is a bowel movement. Got him!
Yeah, he names all the people that people make, like comics that people make fun of all those people.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're like, it's stupid. But and the thing is that they have no bearing on anything.
Yeah.
Who cares what Nurkic is doing now?
Yeah.
John D. Fucking Mr. Iceman. Who cares? Yeah. Vox he's a wannabe comic villain.
Yeah. In the war campaign, they're just whatever. You know,
they're just fucking goofs. Yeah, they're like no one really takes them seriously.
Yeah.
I think I could tweet like absolutely nothing and get more engagements than any of his tweets.
You do nothing.
He's going hard on Tug.
Here's the thing. Here's how does this work? I will say I will talk about some bullshit in my fucking free company of Final Fantasy 14 and get more engagement on that than this dude does on.
Yeah.
I'm testing it. I just tweeted absolutely.
Let's see. You do nothing but lie and twist the words of others. You clip shit together from Twitter and make conspiracy videos. You know why? Because you're unoriginal and uncreative. You're a second-rate knockoff of another knockoff. You're yesterday's has-been, and you weren't anyone yet. And okay, I want to point out that Tug on on his channel, I think he's got like over 9,000 subscribers. And
yeah, I mean it's small, but like it's the comic books in general is a small circle.
Oh, he's had 9 new tweets since this started. I wonder if they're all retweets.
Oh, God.
Yep.
Does he know?
I don't know. Did we get a thumbs down yet?
No, I'm not saying he will. Oh, look, he's gone. He's gone on a fucking tirade in the last hour. Thank you.
Is he still going?
He's still going. He goes, this is Tug.
He's still mad at Tug.
Tug has reading comprehension issues. Tug thinks his daughter is the subject, not the fact that he uses her as a shit. No, fucker, you the one that brought her up, you dumb
shit. He brought her up again.
Yeah.
What the fuck? He's the one that keeps bringing her up. This hurts. I need to punch somebody.
Yeah.
Here's what Doctor says. A really good point.
God damn it.
Mark thinks he can go toe-to-toe with Tug because he knows he can't even get Ethan's attention or Malin or the Brett Whites or anyone else. Yeah. So he's aiming sort of low, yeah. But not to shit on Tug or anything, but like he's not Ethan.
Yeah, exactly.
All I need to do is beat you, and then my star will be on the rise. People will know the name Mark Lombardi. Who?
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I'll get those good boy points.
By the way, he made a carnal mistake here.
Carnal?
Wearing that sweater?
Yeah. Besides that, so user friend use Shield Comsbay, bring her onto Comicsgate podcast to divert attention from his hate. Tug doesn't realize the example he's setting, the terrible example he's setting. Don't be a Tug. And he goes,
he's having his daughter come on to say stupid stories.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
And all Tug says when an anti-Comicsgater starts talking about your 5-year-old daughter in their gotcha accusations multiple times, and he's like, in the thing, he's just because he made a little video, right? And he says, you know, he circled, he says, your 5-year-old daughter. Remember, he brought it up first. Okay, and here's the wait. Here's the carnal mistake that he made: 441 views, 5 engagement, 10 retweets, 44 likes. My man, you should have cropped that a little bit higher.
Yeah, he points out this dude's like just goofing on him, making infinitely more attention.
I just got dunked on, and he's actually getting attention for it.
Here's what's funny. Like he's trying to pretend like he's bringing his daughter on. He's like, little daughter, do you believe the Holocaust happened?
Yeah.
Let me tell you about the ovens and how they couldn't possibly. That's what he's acting like he's doing. It's like no, she's having her like say stupid stories and then fucks off. You know, bye.
Like listen, he goes on. He goes on. Let's read this whole thing. Okay. Forgive Tug. He's talentless. Says the social media engagement guy.
Yeah, it says the guy that tanked a social media account for a comment. You dumb motherfucker.
Yeah. By the way, who hasn't between the two of you, who has actually had a social media removed and taken out of their control?
Yeah. You're such a stupid spurg.
Yeah. Oh, you can't say spurg because that's ableist. Remember?
Yeah.
I don't give a shit. Fuck him. He'll fight me, dude. I don't give a shit. Mark 1v1.
That's naughty.
You want to fight him in the cage? You want to do a little?
Yeah, I won't even train or anything. I'll just do it.
Like,
how are you gonna do this in front of your 5-year-old daughter?
I'll fight Mark Lombardi in front of Tug's kid.
Wow.
How about that?
Are you gonna do the Hogan point too when you like get ready to?
Oh, dude, I'll come out in the Hogan. Like I'm fat as hell, but I'll come out in little tiny yellow underwear. Yeah. And I'll shave my beard into the walrus stash. I'll wear a bandana.
But you're not going to shave the top of your head. You're going.
No, I'll put the bandana over it. I'm not going to shave. Well, I mean, I might shave my head.
Will you dye your hair blonde though?
You mean bleach it? Yeah, I guess so.
Go to full.
I'll go the extra mile.
Yeah.
The cat.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
And I'll do the little point thing where he does like the flex and then points in the air and everything.
Yeah. Okay, so forgive Tug. He's talentless. He's a second-rate Richard Meyer, but without the ability to reveal his true identity. He's a coward who hides behind anonymity, but you were hiding behind the Shadowline official Twitter account.
Yeah.
You dumb shit.
And not only that, is that you have to hide behind anonymity because these people will fucking get you fired for something. Yeah. They'll go out of their way like, oh, did you know you hired a Nazi? And then your employee will be like, what? I hired a Nazi? But they won't have any proof. They'll just, that's it. And that'll be enough to get you fired.
Another shield he uses while slandering people and creating false narrative videos. Tug likes to make up stories about being doxxed for attention. See, that's another thing. Obviously, well, you didn't provide a proof you got doxxed, so you didn't get doxxed. You were a liar, you know.
Because sometimes providing proof means doxing yourself.
Yeah, so you know, I'm trying to at this point I'm trying to minimize the doxing that has happened.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, I like what Spork said.
The police tell you straight up if you get doxxed, like don't publicize it. You're not supposed to say shit.
I'll put it this way, and this is what I shout out to Spork on this one. When she got doxxed and they called her employer, that her employer basically told the little freak to go fuck himself.
We need more employers like that are like, oh, you're one of them. Fuck off.
And they said literally had I'm gonna do an impression. I don't know how they really sounded because I'm just going by what Spork had told me, but it was literally like, did you know that your employer is a part of a harassment campaign online?
You know, it'd be fucking funny. As if that happens and like say your boss, like they call your boss up and say you're did you know your employer associates with a Nazi white supremacist movement? And then your boss is like, that's interesting. I'll have to get back to you on that. And then later on, your boss comes up to you, starts talking about the 14 words and how Hitler did nothing wrong, thinking you're an actual Nazi. The fuck?
He thinks you're his guy.
Yeah, it turns out your boss is really a Nazi.
You're like, well, this is.
Oh, thank God! I thought it was just.
I have a meeting. Would you like to come to this meeting we're having on Friday night in your white sheets?
Yeah. Then you find out the whole time that your boss is actually a Fed, and he was a.
Oh yeah! Not only he's a Nazi, but he's actually an undercover Fed.
Yeah, he's not really a Nazi. He's just a Fed trying to infiltrate Nazis. Yeah. But his cover has to be, complete. Like,
oh yeah, no. That's great.
Like, oh God, and this goes back to what you were saying. This whole talking and having these huge paragraphs about how terrible this person are and stuff like that. What you were just talking about a few minutes ago.
Yeah,
like some fucking Dostoevsky.
Yeah.
Written shit.
Like, totally likes to make up stories about being doxxed for attention. He doesn't create comics, so he needs to monetize his YouTube channel using other means. My dude, he's been demonetized for like 3 months. What the fuck is wrong with you? He's literally been able to do super chats for like 3 months because he got
anyone getting into YouTube right now is not doing it for the money.
Yeah,
there's no fucking money in it unless you're PewDiePie.
Like he was getting
at this point, yeah.
He was getting super chats, but then like somebody copyrighted it. Did a copyright. Is either a copyright.
They took that away
too. Yeah, so they knocked that down. So he was out of that for 90 days. Even he tried to.
That's some Hebrew, man. Come on.
Yeah, but you try to appeal it, but you know how YouTube is. They don't.
It's automated. You're no one. They're not gonna say just kick it to the automated bullshit. They don't care.
We manually reviewed it, but we really didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, or Ethan. Yeah, Ethan can get away because he was a big name before YouTube. He was well known, Green Lantern and all that shit. So he can get away with it. But like, if you're just a nobody, like if I wanted to start my own YouTube channel and it'd be, Cab plays Halo while reciting FBI crime statistics, whatever the fuck.
God damn it.
No, there's no money in it. You do it because you want to. It's a hobby. Like it was in the early days. YouTube was just a hobby. It's back to being a hobby now. It's not a real business.
Yeah, unless you can actually get those super chats, and that's what stuff like that. And even then, oh no, Cab, look at the screen.
I'm looking. What am I looking at?
It's gonna pop up in a second.
The big tweet.
Yeah, the big tweet. But look, you'll see when I get it hovered.
It's your boy. How weird is it that we're just talking about something completely unrelated and we're doing a Myers shitpost?
It always comes back to Myers. Everything ends at Myers.
Like, all right, you know how people are like, "Oh, Ethan, you're a sunbeam or sunshine." You are, or you know that Myers is our version of Ethan.
Yeah, he's our human sunbeam.
People will say Myers is a dickhead. It's like, no, he's beautiful, beautiful bald man. I love him.
He's like the moon. He reflects the sun to give us a path during the
Yeah, if Ethan is our
bald head.
Yeah, if Ethan is the sunbeam, Myers is our moonlight.
He reflects the sunlight to give us hope in the darkness.
For anyone watching or listening right now, if you don't know who Myers is, I'm not going to explain it, but just if you have a Twitter account or whatever, go to #Myers Twitter. And it'll explain everything. Or just go through it, you'll see.
Or look up at Super Nerd Mike and look for his what do they call them, moments? He made a moments thread.
Yeah, he legit broke down what Myers Twitter is about.
Yeah, the most complete breakdown there can be of our wondrous moonbeam.
And didn't Turbo? He made a video, but it won't go up on YouTube.
Yeah,
which is kind of bullshit.
Yeah, it's linked on the Super Nerd Tube.
That video was pretty cool. I like how he fucking took a dig at me. He got me.
Let's see. Okay, so hey, Daryl, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you.
Hiya.
Tug makes videos for a living. He hides behind his anonymity. Van Sciver uses his name. Myers uses his name. Mike Miller and Donald and even most of the war campaign use their real names. But Tug, the coward, hides and makes videos of those who he feels wronged him. Be better than Tug. I don't use my real name. I mean, I say my name is Wayne, but you're never going to get my last name. Or
I don't use my name because I'm not a personality. I'm not trying to make money off of anything.
Yeah.
Also, it's the fucking internet. Everybody's been taught since they were little that you don't put like.
That's one thing about the whole Gen X kind of millennial thing is that early on in the internet, everyone had a fake name, everyone used a handle because that's just what you did.
And didn't use real pictures even. Like
yeah, then the new generation, for some reason, they started using their real names on everything. And then they get mad when people, I'm being cyberbullied. It's like, well, you're a dumbass. You're putting your information.
You're putting all your information on there. Yeah.
You dumb shit. It's like,
speaking of Turbo, he's in the chat now.
Yeah, I was about to say, if speaking of the fucking devil, he's gonna read Goddess Mode tonight, lads. I hear it's a masterpiece.
I implore you to do a video review of it.
Do one of your like reviews of it. That'd be fucking hilarious. Also, I will give the greatest compliments to the book that it eats ass.
Yeah, it
literally
eat ass. Yeah,
there's a nice eat ass reference.
It's wonderful. Okay, so what is it? Yeah, don't be better than Tug. This is just funny. This whole thing he's going, this tirade. You know, Tug will find out a small tidbit of information on someone, screen cap it, then make up whatever he wants about a person. That's what cowards hiding by anonymity do. What kind of sad person does that day in and day out and then cries victimhood when you slap back? Tug does. Dude.
Now, apparently a guy that sank a fucking media account.
Yeah. And also the fact that you brought up his fucking daughter.
Yeah, multiple times when it had nothing to do with anything.
Yeah.
What this entire thread says to me is this dude is really, really, really fucking mad, but trying not to look mad.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm not mad. Really fucking mad. I'm not mad.
He is fucking mad as hell. Like, for real.
Oh, he's the definition of mad online right now.
He is.
The thing that's messing me up the most, though, is he's like, blah, 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 your daughter. Blah, 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 your daughter. Stop bringing your daughter into it. Remember your daughter?
Yeah.
Why are you hiding behind your kids? You know that kid I keep talking about?
By the way, send pictures of your daughter.
Right?
That's where it's going, dude.
Mm-hmm. Tug makes phone calls to Hasbro trying to get people fired. No, what he was doing, he was reporting like bad behavior, and he's like, maybe you ought to deal with this. And then like that in no way says like they should be fired. It's just saying like, hey, they're being a jerk under like corporate accounts and stuff like that. How about?
Here's the difference between if you're using your real name and you're representing a company.
Yeah, if like my
especially
account said,
a media company.
Yeah, if my account said working for Hasbro or something like that, I would expect to get a call if I was doing.
Yeah, because you're bringing their name into it.
Yeah, if my real name was Cab Caberson working for EA, and I would post fucking Nazi pictures, then there would be reason for people like, hey man, maybe you should do that.
Yeah, it's like maybe you need to calm that down over there.
Half the people would be mad at you if that were the case. The other half are wondering if there's a new Medal of Honor game coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah, I could low key be like, oh yeah, Medal of Honor 5 or whatever.
I'm gonna put this out there, and let me finish it. Let me finish this little bit here. Tug makes phone calls to Hasbro to try to get people fired. Then he makes videos making up lies about how people like me try to get comic skaters fired. But y'all do. People that literally y'all literally do that. What? Yeah. He projects his own actions onto others. Don't be a Tug. This is my last post about Tug. No need to elevate his fameless name. I guarantee you he's gotten more followers because of you.
Oh my god.
Guarantee that he has gotten more followers.
If I wasn't blocked by him that last little Pete, I would actually like reply to him and go, well, what about Tug's daughter?
She's a pathetic, low-rung member of a pathetic group of sad sacks and doesn't deserve the attention. There are bigger fish to fry in Comicsgate. Tug requires attention because anonymity needs it to thrive.
Also, Mark can't get Ethan's attention. That's what he's saying right now.
That's exactly what he's saying. He's like literally fucking mad online that
Daddy won't pay attention to me, so I have to go after
Daddy Sunbeam will not pay attention.
Little brother.
You realize that since Mark was the first one to bring up the daughter and also bring up like what she does like on the streams and stuff, that means he watches those streams. You think he watches them for the daughter? I think so too.
Oh shit,
that's nasty.
Because he seems to know a lot. For somebody that doesn't pay attention to Tug, he sure knows a lot about his videos and shit. And apparently knows a lot about him, supposedly.
And here's her, he retweets her infamous.
Well, yeah, naturally.
Gateway into Comics, who, by the way, he's got a funny channel. He's taken a flamethrower to bad comics, which is funny.
He's upping the Destroy Comics after you review them.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Nice. I want someone to C4 fucking create a comic book.
I would do it. Put some
get like FPS Russia. You remember that guy?
Yeah.
Have him blow up with a fucking like flamethrowing shotgun or whatever the hell he would shoot.
What is that shit that they use to like when you shoot it or whatever it blows up?
I know what you're talking about. It's
he blows up those like barrels of that shit.
Yeah.
So you got investigated by the feds for it.
Yeah, the fucking ATF raided him several times for all that stuff.
Yeah.
Funny.
Oh, I can't think of the name of the stuff, but it's like freaking. It's explosive once you like put a charge to it, essentially.
Yeah, it's shit they use like in the movies. Mm-hmm. But he had like a lot of it, and the ATF's like, "What's going on, big guy?"
Yeah.
They thought he had more of it than he was legally allowed to have, and it turns out no, he was just using a lot of it for his videos.
It's like, did you not watch any of his videos? Like he fucking brought a like old Russian like APC through a McDonald's drive-thru one time.
Mm-hmm. Now, but that's the thing. The retweet is coming from, and Ren responds, "My channel is real life. I'll debate in person on a panel at a con where you tools had to make eye contact with me, and won't have Google and chat full of slurs, screaming idiots to back you up. Any takers? You won't do that."
Not only will they not do that, is that the reason she'll say shit like that is because they know the comics cons and panels will not have any of that. They will not allow these people to come on and like be on panels debating what they want to say.
Little matches.
Yeah. No, it's not even having stupid slap fights. They just won't have people like Gateway into Comics like present their opinion.
No, yeah.
They won't allow that to be on stage at all.
Mm-mm.
Remember a long time ago they had a Gamergate debate. It was supposed to be a Gamergate meets anti-Gamergate in a public debate at a con, and it started as such a huge fucking thing. If I remember correctly, some people were banned from it, so they couldn't even have it.
Yep.
And they had to book the panel in such a way that there was more anti-Gamergate people there than pro to even out the opinions. And then it also had to be followed by an anti-Gamergate panel, which I think was led by Zoe Quinn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't the entire thing end up getting scrapped?
Yeah, that was at South by Southwest. Yeah. That's what it was. Yeah. And
so Zoe Quinn, I think, got all butt mad and had it shut down.
Yeah.
Yeah. If they think any, because all these comic book conventions and these panel and other people running it are these people in these fucking circles.
Mm-hmm.
That's why no one goes to these things anymore. There's never about comic books anymore. It's about Cape shit Marvel's shitting out that year.
Yeah, the movies.
That's all they are anymore. It's to promote, fucking Captain Marvel movie. That's all it is.
Right.
Not the new Spider-Man book or the imprint by fucking DC or something.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why they'll say like, yeah, I'm being brave. They're not being brave. It's like standing in front of like your medieval army and you're the guy in the back. Like, yeah, you fucking guys, we're gonna take you out. But you're this dude carrying arrows. You're not fighting.
Now,
towel boy.
Since we've thoroughly destroyed Mark here because he is a pile of garbage.
Well, honestly, we didn't have to do shit. He thoroughly destroyed himself.
Oh no,
that sweater does most of the work.
Yeah, I'm just saying that he.
I think Optimus was being a little facetious when he was saying.
Yeah. It's like I don't actually believe that. Actually, switch gears a little bit here.
All right, what's going on?
And talk about how I was apparently a sock puppet yesterday.
Oh yeah, this guy. But this is another thing like the I guess you anti-Comicsgate kind of people do.
Mm-hmm.
They did it during Gamergate too.
Yeah, they do the same thing. They'll pretend that they're part of the group, but then they'll like try to fight other people that are associated with it.
Yeah,
trying to make you prove yourself.
Yeah. So,
but in reality, what they are, they're just some dickhead. It's literally a sock puppet account trying to start shit with you. So
to give some context, because I'm blocked by this person and I don't really feel like or you said you went and checked his account and they've already been deleted. So, this guy right here, and I'm highlighting his name. He went on like Ethan made a post. Let's go. I'll open that up so you can see the post. He goes, Ethan says, "God damn, I love what I do. Great new page wrapping up today, and a pretty great video uploading soon as well. I'm grateful for the fan support." And then, he went on this whole, "Finish your book, Ethan. We're all waiting for your book, and you still haven't delivered your book." Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, most people who are unhappy about something, they just, get a refund at that point, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can still get a refund on the book if you're that bad.
Mm-hmm. And
so that guy's tweet.
And so, he went all that, and he said, "So my simple thing was like, you got a receipt for that purchase there, big guy?"
Just show the email of your confirmation.
Yeah. And
because it's all online.
Yeah.
Where's this stuff?
Yeah. So
he's looking at it on his account instead of the.
Yeah.
Fucking up.
Because I got some screenshots, thank goodness. But so the whole thing, and oh god, I went too far. I'm absolute mad lad.
Fucking bummer.
So he said, his response to me was, "Yep, do you fuckface? What tier did you back? First campaign or second? Who else have you backed? What did you spend at an LCS this week? What's on your pull list?
Show me your dick."
She goes from 0 to what the fuck, like instant.
Yeah.
Don't come for me, you fuckwit. You won't eat his butter-soaked butthole. You won't, or want?
What?
I think he wants to eat his butter-soaked butthole.
You want to eat his butter-soaked butthole. Go for it.
How does he know it's butter-soaked?
Right.
He wants you to tell him he's been bad.
Yeah, I mean, Ethan probably likes his butter, but I don't know about that.
So
how does this guy know it's butter-soaked unless he's like...
Because here's the thing. I'm actually an intelligent person, and I don't play NPC games. Because the whole thing was he was trying to do is to get me to prove something to him, right?
Yeah.
I don't need to prove anything to him. I asked him for proof, right?
Yeah, I was going to say, you asked first.
Yeah. And so my response was, still haven't seen that receipt, fam. And his response was, "Yep, you didn't back it, did you, fuckwit? Nah, didn't think so."
Wow.
Okay, and once again, and then he says, "Another Ethan soft-boiled fans who, wait for it, don't read comics, don't know shit about comics, and sit around jerking off to his YouTubey videos." Because he can't, he's trying to say YouTubey, but Doesn't realize he's, And he goes, best sock puppet account so far. I'm like, and that's when I said,
wow.
Yeah, still waiting for that receipt.
Yeah, your long con sock puppet account that has over like what 1,100, 1,200 followers.
I now have 1,200 followers, and he's still.
And you've been around like 5 years.
Yeah.
Or 6 years or something like that.
Yeah. So that's what I said. I made this tweet where I said my handle is Optimus Deadpool in capital letters. I've been on this platform for 6 years, run a comic book focused website and YouTube channel. Yet I am the sock puppet.
Yeah.
But then
this
I
has
found
got
out,
46 followers.
Yeah. Then I found out he said this after he blocked me. By the way, I had this. It was given to me by somebody else. He's like, sock puppet wants proof. Wah! You point out the truth about Unky Eaton. Fuck you. Fuck your mother. You backed the book? Nah, you didn't. You want 15 seconds of fame. Fuck you. Not going to happen, incel. Okay. There are several things.
A lot of words he doesn't know the meaning of.
Yeah. There are several things wrong with this.
Yeah. Do we want to parse why this guy's a sock puppet bullshitter?
First, I'm going to say this. Let me say this. If I wanted 15 seconds of fame, I would go after Ren.
Yeah, because that's easy.
I don't give a shit about you, dude. I just saw your dumb shit on the thing. I was like, I'm just going to ask a question. Do you got a receipt for that? That shouldn't be hard to produce, right? That should be an email. It's like, you block out the shit. Just, hey, if you show me, you spent, $10, $15, whatever it is for Ethan's book, fine, okay. Fair enough. You got a complaint.
The doctor brings up an excellent point, which kind of gets into what I was about to say. Mm-hmm. I like that we did circle back to the middle school virgin comic book reader insult.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the point about why I'm saying this guy is not. He's pretending to be like a comics book guy, but he's really not.
Yeah.
Is because he's using the word incel.
Yep.
That's a favorite insult of
NPCs,
lefty types. Because
Mm-hmm.
You're a virgin. It's like, no. Okay.
Well, most lefty.
But he's trying so hard to like prove, I love. He's like, it's like those dudes that are like, I fucking love science types.
Yeah.
But I fucking love comics type, but he probably hasn't read a comic book in 20 years.
Yeah.
If ever. Yeah. And he's probably maybe not even 20 years old. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is my theory. I don't have any for anything, but this is the elaboration from kind of just gleaning shit.
Yeah.
There's probably a group of people, like in a DM group or some Discord, whatever the fuck, maybe connected to reference, maybe not,
mm-hmm.
that what they decided their new tactic is they're going to pretend they're Comicsgate people. Like, yeah, we're for comics, we want better,
mm-hmm.
But then they're going to like present you bad faith arguments like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To get you to like say shit against Ethan.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, okay, what do you want me to say? Oh, Ethan, he finished his book. Okay. Yeah, I mean, if he doesn't get the refund, then if that happens, then Ethan's name is shit. But so far, that's not happening. He's working on the book.
Yeah, I mean, he's produced.
But the whole new tactic is to like try to like infiltrate. I guess is the best you could say.
Mm-hmm. The problem is they're doing a really bad job of infiltrating.
Yeah, and here's what Flapping Hasbin says: these people stuck in dated cliches. Exactly, because they do not know how to talk to people. You have to use the same fucking script.
Mm-hmm.
So they say that's why you can pick these people out, even if it's just text on words in a post or something. Is that they say the same fucking things in the same ways to the same people, and they do the same bad faith bullshit.
Yeah.
Here's what I recommend: if any of you guys are on Twitter or anything else, forums, whatever, talking to these types of people, and they present you with bad faith arguments, do not play their game. Like Optimus didn't. Just my favorite tactic is to do is just ask them why they hate the troops.
Yeah. You ask them,
if they're going to be disingenuous, then you just do it back to them.
Yeah, Cab's good about just giving them something totally off the wall.
Like I don't argue online because I don't fucking care for the most part.
Yeah.
It doesn't interest me because I'm not here to change people's minds. I'm not here to. Things I do online is I do it because it entertains me. It entertains other people sometimes.
Yeah.
And because it's
that's why I'll do it.
And I can do it very easily, especially if I'm drawing, because I'm just sitting there with my computer anyway. I can just flip the tab and shit post on this. It's no big deal.
That's another thing. They always bring up like Ethan doing like videos or Ethan doing live streams and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's like he works at home in his office.
Yeah. Oh, and the thing is like, do these people not know what multitasking is?
Yeah, I don't. You no job having virgin Well, I mean, I can flip a tab. I'm drawing right now. I'm doing a picture. I'm gonna make like $50 off of it.
Yeah,
I can flip the tab and say "LOL fag" and then go back. Off. It's not that hard. It's really not.
I mean, I've had nights
it's funny because all of them are just pure projection incarnate too.
Yep. Now,
because
go ahead.
They obviously don't have lives. They spend 24/7 online. They were spending Thanksgiving and Christmas online doing this
That's
shit.
true.
Yeah, trying to ruin like your boy Zach's life essentially.
Yeah, they're the ones that have zero life.
Yeah.
Here's the fucking hilarious thing: is like I have no life too, and my Christmas I did not do a thing. I didn't sell nothing. I didn't do anything because I have nothing to do. What I spent my Christmas doing was making a video of the boomer dabbing to Last Christmas to Last Christmas by Wham, and posted it, and that was what I did my Christmas. And the reason is because it was fucking hilarious to me. Yeah, and that's it.
Yeah.
It was still more productive than
it was. Yeah, like I wasn't mad online. Yeah, these people are fucking 20 post tweets about some fucking random YouTuber about how much of a Nazi he is on Christmas. It's like, come on, dude.
And we were just
think about this: 3 days, a whole entire weekend. Ren was freaking tweeting at me, and while tweeting at me, telling me that I had no pull and I was a nobody, but apparently I was important enough to tweet for 3 goddamn days straight before she blocked me. Her freaking followers went longer than 3 days, but like that was it. And her original freaking thing that she was pissed about was, because I said the thing and how I worded it, I am spreading false accusation and it's going to get everywhere and it might hurt people. And then follow it up by, I have no reach.
And what's really funny about that is when I when I brought up the evidence that yes, Gail Simone does know who Eric Esquivel is. Don't give me that bullshit that she doesn't, right? And even him falling on his sword saying, "I have never met Gail Simone." Yeah, I'm calling bullshit on that too, right?
Maybe not met face to face.
Yeah, but y'all, there's been email exchanges.
There's been communication.
Been to the same parties.
Yeah, exactly. So get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. And when I made point of that, they literally said, "Oh, they're just showing shit that everybody knew." I was like, "Wait a minute, I thought they didn't know each other."
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what was funny to me.
When you present evidence to something, they'll act like, they'll act like it's not evidence. They'll act like, well, it's just whatever, dude. Come on, everyone knew.
That's what it came down to. Tim Doyle lasted days after Ren quit. Tim Doyle kept going for a while.
Wait a minute, Tim Doyle, professional something?
Yeah, Tim Doyle, the guy that
nobody knows what the fuck he does.
The participant.
I think he's comic industry adjacent job basically is
okay. Caleb's trying to play a goof on me. It says he did a quote tweet of my shin link, and there's still time to encourage Cam to come out of the closet live. Also, comic books. Look, Caleb, I'm not gonna suck your dick.
Yeah, he's not gonna fall in that low ping trap.
Yeah, you're too manly for me. Can't do it.
I mean, he is Italian. So.
But yeah, Tim lasted for a while going, you still haven't shown any proof of that thing you said. I'm like, I showed proof of the thing I said. I didn't show proof of things you accused me of saying because I didn't fucking say them.
Yeah.
And they did not like that. That's just how they do.
Yeah. So, and I'll say this. I don't usually do this. Somebody, my thing is, and most of us are, somebody blocks me, we more laugh at it.
Yeah.
Than anything else. It's like, look at this.
I like to show, like, if I'm talking, they'll come out with some bullshit, and I'll, like, post a fucking Apu episode at them, and then I go back to, like, look at the conversations because other people are responding.
Yeah.
And then I'll notice their tweet are missing, and I'm like, oh shit, it took all of 3 seconds for them to block me after.
Right? Yeah.
Like, that's funny to me. I don't know why.
Yeah.
You're so fucking triggered over here that you couldn't.
Yeah. And then the thing is, I never remember it ever again. Because it just doesn't matter.
Yeah. Trying to find let me find the screenshot that I made. Because, like I said, don't usually do this, right? But I thought, for once, fuck it. hold them to their own standard kind of thing, right? So I went on his account after he had blocked me, and I decided. By the way, I was searching up Herc Mondo thanks to Xavier here. If you're wondering why that's in my fucking. So
Herc Mondo, he needs to come back.
So I reported his tweet, and if you say that you were harassed, they ask you to, give you a like brief description or whatever.
Yeah. And
it's so I put in, he threatened to rape my mother. I don't take kindly to that. Please investigate and deal with the situation. Thank you.
Yeah, and I checked his account earlier. He might have gotten a 4-hour gulag.
Yeah, I think he got a got.
He might have.
You said those tweets specifically I've been showing were not showing up in his.
Well, the last one I saw, like his tweet was from a day or two ago. So
yeah. So and these were from literally yesterday. So.
Wait, I got a 12-hour gulag from saying nothing at all.
I got a 12-hour one that lasted 5 days. For some reason.
Oh yeah, because
I said tranny.
Yeah,
that's literally the reason why I said it or got it.
Mine didn't say anything at all that could freaking do anything.
It's kind of like this. If I may point this out. I pointed this out earlier today on Twitter that Michael Jackson quote documentary and stuff, and looking up looking into it and stuff, the people who are accusing Michael Jackson of these things, they're literally the only people that were interviewed for this quote documentary.
Oh.
And the director even said that he didn't interview other people because it would get in the way of the story he was trying to tell.
Then that's not a documentary. That's a story.
Yeah, I said, okay, so that's you're telling me that it's bullshit. Like
I said, talking about Michael Jackson?
No, I'm making a point here.
Oh, okay.
Because he made Thriller.
Yeah, no, I'm making.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah, the point I'm making is because that's what they do. People like that. They'll make an accusation, and then it'll become, quote, true, and they'll spread that, quote, truth, even though you have proof that it's not true.
And then they'll talk to people that will say, like, yeah, this happened.
Yeah.
And then the only interview, so then the only picture you're getting is like, oh, yeah, this guy touched baby wieners.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, yeah, I saw it. It's like, well, do you have proof? No, I don't, but I saw it.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, that's because the thing with Michael Jackson is that all that stuff was bullshit. He never did. He was a weird fucking guy, but
there was no absolute concrete proof that he did any of the things he was accused of. And
like I said, he liked to hang out in trees and be weird, but
yeah, I'm indifferent.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm indifferent to it because, like I said, I'm about showing them receipts. If it's true, then obviously it's true. But the whole thing, when you find out that it was framed around two people, especially one guy who testified under oath that Michael Jackson never did anything inappropriate. Under oath. But then after Michael Jackson died and his career started falling apart, he was like a backup dancer for Michael or something like that. And he tried to get this job where he was going to do this performance, I think it was some thing for Cirque du Soleil or something like that. And he tried to get the estate to hire him to do it, and they wouldn't hire him. They hired somebody else. So he lost all his money, he lost his job. So now all of a sudden, hey, I'm going to write a fucking tell-all book about how it really did happen, even though I testified under oath that it wasn't.
Are you saying people would lie to improve their standings in social circles and job situations?
Maybe.
That's absurd. Yeah. I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't quite get what's going on there.
It's almost like people in comic books do the same thing.
Yeah.
Even if
video games.
Yeah. I just want to say,
you can't talk about that because that silences the real victim.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's another thing they pull. Is you point out what some guy's story is bullshit. It's like, no, but you're silencing real victims. It's like, I'm not talking about that person. I'm talking about you, dickhead.
Mm-hmm. Or like in Piper's case, they were using their own assault as a shield.
Yeah. And then saying that I was doing that, and I was like, no, that's why I got pissed in the first place.
I was pointing out that as a victim also of sexual assault, you using yours as a shield is disgusting in this situation because it has nothing to do with it.
Well, she was using somebody else's as a shield. And I was like, no.
I think that's one thing that pisses me off more than I don't get mad at much, but one thing I do get mad at is people use mental illness as an excuse to be a dickhead.
Yeah,
it's so you can't help certain things, but there's a point where you just use it as a crutch to be an asshole and just be a miserable fucking person to everyone else.
Right.
And it's no, because everyone has the same problems. Everyone gets depressed. Everyone's sad. Everyone, something going on. Everyone's got something. But most people make it through life without shitting all over other people with it. But I think what the thing is with these kind of guys is that they have that times 10, and then but they use that as an excuse to oh, look, not only am I such a virtuous person, I'm also gonna be a shithead to people that I can get away. I can be a shithead to Ethan because he's a Nazi,
right?
And that's basically what they end up doing,
right?
I have a family friend. His kid has Asperger's. Big surprise to us. He's always doing goofy shit like that. Anyway, he was using that as an excuse to be fucking awful to people because I've got Asperger's, so I have an excuse. And eventually he reached that point where he met somebody that didn't give a fuck, and he had to take an ass whipping. And after that, he kind of cleaned up his act.
Yeah, funny how that works, right?
When there's actually consequences for your actions. I mean,
really weird when real life meets you.
Yeah.
And you can't get around it.
That's how it goes back to that whole thing. Ren saying, I'll debate them in real life. No, you won't. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, this is bullshit. Yeah. Fly me out to whatever. Not only I won't even debate. I'll just ask you why you hate the troops. I won't even take it seriously.
No, yeah, definitely.
I just don't care.
You
can ask me bad faith questions and shit, and I'm going to answer it bad faithfully.
Like when a certain a certain YouTuber who I won't mention here, but his name is Matt.
Mr. Yarbo.
Boulder King.
When he was offered $1,500 to come for a live stream on 1 hour, basically just to get made fun of, and he says, "I'm not going to do that. It's beneath me." No, man, I'd go on. Yeah,
I'll do it for $5 and a fucking Publix chicken titty sub.
Yeah, go
make fun of me. What do I care?
I'm a dumbass. Yeah, you probably.
He was offered $1,500 to come on the street and get dunked on. He was offered an additional $1,500 to just take a pie in the face, and he got to pick the pie. And he still said no at this exact same time.
They're getting to the point of man, hey man, won't you we'll pay you $1,500 to get your dick sucked.
I'm not going to do that. That's beneath me.
Fucking give me a no way fact.
But at the same time, he's sitting there crying about how he's hurting for money and he's worried about paying his bills.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
And he's got to don't forget that he's got to start doing Uber Eats to make ends meet.
He's doing the Uber gig now?
Yeah, well, that's what he said. But who
okay.
I wanted to tell y'all that my tweet that said absolutely nothing has gotten to the average amount of engagements as that Mark dude in a very short amount of time. It is now at the amount of engagements that he gets on all of his tweets at this point.
I want to ask, does Matt Myers retweet you?
Yeah. Do you have that beautiful skull in your area?
No, unfortunately.
Simba
has not noticed me.
Then you fucking failed.
Damn it.
The doctor just said, "Give me a case of Guinness and a bottle of vodka, and I'll do it."
Yeah.
Like, I won't even take. You don't have to give me $1,500. Just give me just give me something.
Give me shit. Give me a new CPU for my computer.
Yeah. That's a lot.
That's less than 15. Yeah, you get that in a motherboard. Less than 500.
Yeah. So hook me up with that, and I'll take a pie to the face, whatever. Right. I'll get my mom. She loves bacon. I'll get her to bake the pie. Yeah.
Dude, if somebody would buy that domain name for me, then
nobody's fucking paying $10,000 for your domain.
It's not $10,000. It's $2,000.
Might as well be $10,000 for how much money I got. Get out of here.
Right, I know. Same here. But if somebody just fucking bought that domain name for me, then I would go on their stream and let them say shit like
what domain
or take a pie. Mm-hmm. Just adventuresofpiper.com instead of
okay.
.net.
That sounds like a porn name.
God damn it. That's what everybody's been telling.
It sounds like a porn website.
They're like, are you making a porn website? And I'm like, oh, god damn it.
Well, that's going to get clipped, especially the part where you said you take a pie.
Yeah, that's true.
We need to get Josh to re-edit parts of the last 5 minutes. Piper is setting up a cream pie website.
Josh, get on it.
Yeah, I just need the.
I just need $2,000.
I just need $2,000 for cream pie porn website.
And as the doctor says, it really sounds like a porn site.
Everybody, is it
a cream pie? Yeah.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Kind of walked into there.
All right, so we're.
My bad. I will take a cream pie if somebody puts a website for me.
Yeah, we don't have to have to clip anything. You just
there you go.
Yeah. So what were you saying?
I mean,
you were.
I will take a cream pie for 50. Hey, I got it in the gay joke. Caleb, you're happy?
Yeah.
Go earn fucking money in Final Fantasy so we can buy a house, you dipshit.
You telling the woman what to do? Is that what's going on there?
Yeah, I'm telling quit worrying about your edgy sword glamour and get fucking money.
Yeah. We gotta buy our guild hall. Get out of here.
Yeah, exactly.
The amazing cream pie adventures of Piper.
Yeah, Piper's cream pie adventures. That's what you're saying.
There's a porn star. I think her first name is Piper, and I bet you that's already.
It's that little blonde chick. Though he has the 5 black guys and little blonde chick people use for the meme.
Yeah.
Her name is Piper something.
Yeah.
What? Is that why that's always getting sent to me?
Yeah.
Do you know how many times people have asked me if that's me?
Is it?
There, you understand the meme now.
Because I used to it's no secret that I used to do some cam stuff while I was still in college because I had some emergencies, right? And that turned into a whole bunch of, is this you? And it was always that chick most of the time.
The funny thing is, from what we've already seen, thanks, Merry Christmas, is that Piper is very much more endowed than the
exactly.
We're talking
yeah,
about.
you're several sizes bigger than other people.
Yeah, that's what ticks me off, especially when I have people that seriously thought that was me and wasn't just fucking with me.
People thought I was a dead French Canadian trap.
Yeah.
Because I drew the picture and used it as an avatar for a while. It's a goof.
This is true. I remember that too. Yeah.
Dude, I used to get people thirsty as hell in my DMs.
Say, you're pretty and stuff like that.
Yeah, it was, and I would just be like, "Oh, it's not me, dude."
Yeah, you just gotta put that.
Take a sip, my man.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's actually a time a while back that apparently there was a chick with a dick porn star, I guess, that looked like me, and yeah, so people before the Piper one, people every once in a while I'd have somebody ask if I was that person.
Oh man,
I'm like, I wish I had a dick. That'd be awesome, man.
You heard it here first, lads.
All right, pee standing up and shit. It's awesome. About this stupid funnel thing. Fuck that.
Hey, you slap it against a door frame.
We can write in cursive. In
that's the thing everyone else does, right?
Yeah,
right, guys,
right? Yeah.
Think about all the money I would save on vibrators if I had a dong instead. Goddamn.
So what you're saying is it's cheaper to jerk off than it is.
Dude, it is. Guys just jerk off, and then chicks have to buy all this fucking NASA setup.
Yeah.
Just to get off, it's you guys are fucking stupid.
Yeah, my junk just doesn't work like that, man. Fingers do not work. Because I'm just yep, that's my fingers. Yeah. And it doesn't do anything.
Well, that's
So yeah, I would save so much money if I had a dick. God damn it.
Let's not talk about that anymore.
You're listening to Love Line. We got Dr. Drew here, and we're going to take some calls.
Yeah,
this is my fingers.
The Amazing Adventures of Piper.com, you guys. I need it.
Yeah. You just need
and maybe some surgery.
She needs it bad, and she's willing to pay. You need one
section of your website just called the Cream Pie.
Yeah.
And it's nothing but, it's literally nothing what people would think it is. Just call it that.
Yeah.
No, just have it like your like what you made for dinner that night. Just fucking like pork chops and green beans or something.
Yeah.
Or have it like named the cream pie and then put like some dots and then put per.
Yeah. So
and then make it something different.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we've been going for 2 hours. So I think it's a good time to.
Man, I wasn't even drinking. God damn.
I think it's a good time to put the receiver back on the thing and
put the dildo back in the holster.
Yeah, pretty much. And when I put it on the screen, but if everybody gets a chance, check out Crystal McGee's The Good Night Nightmare Realm on Indiegogo. It is currently at $1,465, 29% funded. Trying to get to that.
Didn't she get on Ethan's stream a while ago?
Not yet.
Not yet, or she's going to be.
Yeah, she's going to be. Ethan had a boomer moment. I'll tell you about that after we get off.
Oh, that's funny.
But she's 29% to goal of the $5,000 fixed goal. But remember, lads, we want $10,000 so we can get hoodies.
Hoodies!
Yeah. So,
I kind of really want a hoodie. I like hoodies.
You guys get hoodies?
Well, if it gets to a $10,000 stretch goal, it'll add hoodies to the.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's the joke. Is like we want it to get the hoodies.
You want hoodies? Okay.
Because hoodies are more comfy, and stuff.
My absolutely nothing tweet has now surpassed any of his interactions at this point.
Yeah, which is a good. But anyway, so
I win.
That was fun tonight. We'll see y'all again tomorrow night because I literally threw this stream together like 5 minutes before we got on. What we're going to talk about. So went pretty well. Anyway, y'all have a good one. We'll see you tomorrow night, and later.